Welcome to Office Events, assigning notes and tasks. To assign a note, you first select the edit icon. And we have a note in here. In this example, I have the person reviewing the return, so they have the office event is called reviewer questions. So they found something wrong on the return. In this example, we have dependent social security number was entered incorrectly. So I'd like to assign that to a specific preparer. So I'll assign it to myself. So you come over to the assign to field and you scroll down, I select Mark Preco. If I want to select more than one person, I hold the control key and it would highlight both of them. So it would go to more than one user. In this case, I'm just going to send it to myself. The assign date, that's the date you're actually going to assign it to them. It's going to show up in their My Assigned Task box. The due date, if you want to put a due date associated with the task, it has to be completed by a certain due date, you can do that also. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and put it as the assign date's today. Due date, I'll put out there for, let's say, Wednesday. So I save it. And now in the assign date column right here, you can see days after the due date, it actually says -2. So I have 2 more days before I actually have to complete it. Now when I go to on my home page, My Assigned Tasks, under my user overview, I have 1 new assigned task. I view that. There it is, Jason Peak. Social security number entered incorrectly, and over in the far right hand column, -2, so I have 2 days to complete this task. So I'm going to go back into his file, show you one more thing regarding assigning tasks and notes. And as I complete this, if I move it out of here using the status, change it to say EF ready, then it would complete. It will no longer be in. So if I were to come down here, make my note and complete it, it'll no longer be in my assigned tasks. If I am the reviewer, and maybe in this case, I corrected the social security number, I just want to let the preparer know they made a mistake just to be more careful next time, but it really shouldn't slow the process down of filing the tax return. So what the reviewer should do is, let me select the edit pencil. They want the preparer to be informed that they did make an error, so they don't do it again. They're going to check this box, what's called show in my assigned tasks, show in my tasks, and then they're going to save it. And then they're going to move it to the next status. All right, let me show you. So I'm going to move it now to EF ready because everything else looks good. There's just an error on the social security number. I corrected it. Right here, though, it's checked showing my tasks. And so what that's going to do is that's still going to show in Mark's My Assigned Tasks. Right here, 1 new assigned task. So even though that event has been completed, I'm forcing it to show up in my assigned task because I want Mark to see this, but I don't want it to slow down the process. So if, say, for example, this preparer Mark wasn't even in and he left already for the day, I'd hate for that return not to be e-filed just to let them know that they entered it in incorrectly and I already changed it anyways. So next time they come in, maybe they don't come in for 2 days from now, they'll be able to see that they did make an error, but it was moved through. So now what Mark needs to do is just go ahead and click on the view icon. Once he's read this, he sees it's already been moved to the next stage. So he just needs to select the edit pencil and he needs to uncheck the box and then save it. That's the preferred way. I know some of our preparers actually remove their name from here and then leave the box checked. The problem is they're kind of removing the audit trail. So the preferred way is to uncheck it so it no longer is in your assigned task box, but you can see that it was assigned to you so that we know you were advised of the error. So now when I go back to my home page, my assigned tasks for Jason Peaks, that's no longer there. Thank you.